Basic color theory. Today we'll be working with analogous and complementary colors with the same landscape we've done before. Here are the analogous colors I'm using in this family, and here are my chosen pastels I will be using to complement what I have looked at on the color wheel. I'm going to start out with some of those middle tones, those blue-greens and things that I had chosen, laying in some of the background quickly. I started on a neutral gray paper that has a light tooth to it, and that will help grab onto the pastels. You can see these analogous colors coming into play. You have the blue-greens and the yellow-greens as we had chosen on the color wheel. Right now I am laying in the local color. Local color is just the basic color of the object, like the tree line behind is that deeper blue-green, the grass is a yellow-green. This that I'm laying in now is a deep yellow. When you get into those deeper yellows, they start looking like browns. And here I am getting down that base coat that I can build upon. I'm always thinking three-dimensionally. I'm thinking in the tree, the shadows in the deeper branches that are created, and also the highlighted branches. You can see I've added in some of that brighter yellow. Now, the best thing when you are working is to actually work. I know that you're watching this video, but the best thing really is to get out and practice it yourself. Don't just sit here and watch the video. Get your pastels and paper out. Get this information out of your head and into the body. Practice makes perfect, they say, which maybe not perfect, but it sometimes can look effortless for those who are well experienced. And don't think you're going to necessarily create something the first few times that someone has taken years and years to be able to do. For me, the most important thing is to enjoy what you're doing. Even if it doesn't come out right, the process is what's the most important thing. Now here I'm adding in a little bit of details, picking out some individual leaves, but still leaving the basic mass forms that are there. This is done very quickly. Again, if I had the time and this was a finely finished painting, I would have done these little studies ahead of time. I would have done a value study, and I would take more time to finish it. For you, I am just giving you a quick demonstration of what is possible. These are basic color aspects and color studies, and many have gone beyond. Here's that little finished sketch in the analogous colors. Now we go back to the color wheel and choose these complementary colors, the purples with those greens and yellows. You have many, many choices for complementary colors. I just happened to choose those for this particular little sketch. It's basically green and yellow with the grass and all, and then I wanted that tree to be that beautiful magenta. I lay in the background again, giving it some nice negative space around the tree with that darker hillside, laying in some of the color and some of the local color of the tree, that nice magenta. Keep playing around, thinking of those tree holes, they are often called, just that negative space between the leaves and the bunches of leaves that shine through and sparkle through. With the hillside, you're going to get some of those darker areas popping through. You want some contrast between the foreground and the background. I'm now adding in some different color variation in the sky. I had started with that very light green, and then I overlay that very light purple. That's going to make the purple and green combination will make that sky into a very light gray tone. Now I'm adding a few details. Those branches, the darks of the trunks and the branches also kind of tie together with that hillside in the background that makes it a united painting. It brings it together. You don't want all of your elements just spot here, spot there, spot everywhere. You want to tie them together. Your darks can do that, your lights can do that, and your colors can do that. Add a little bit of soft, deeper purple into that hillside in the background. It unites it with the tree. They're not two totally unrelated things. Everything in nature is related to everything else, and it's nice to pull that into the painting. Also in the foreground, a little bit of that warmth of the purple, just hinted there in the shadow under the tree. Play around with this. The nice thing about these smaller sketches is they are quick and you can learn a lot in a very short amount of time. I'm trying to give you a close-up here as well, a little better idea of what I'm going through. I am still waiting for my new microphone to come. This is during the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, and things are a little slower when you order them. It may seem like an essential item to me, but it doesn't seem to be that way to the place where I ordered it from, which I totally understand. But being able to paint and enjoy life during these isolated times makes such a difference. And thankful, so thankful I am for the internet to be able to share with other artists what they're doing, what I'm doing, and encouraging each other. I'm stepping back, taking a look. Is it what I want? It's not exactly what I want, but my intent here is just to give you an idea of what the possibilities are. By speeding up the video, I can also get through this quicker, so it's a shorter amount of time for you to watch the video and get some idea, so that you can, as I mentioned, go back to your easel, get those dusty sticks out, and get painting. Nice thing about this application is it doesn't work only for pastels, but would work also for colors in oil painting and acrylic. So you can apply the same theory to the different media. So I pushed a little bit of that pink into that sky to tie those together. Just a hint of it. It's all it takes, like a little hint of spice. And here's that finished little sketch. And then let's compare all four that we've done: the primary, the secondary, the analogous, and the complementary. I hope you get a chance to set up a little landscape and do some of this for yourself. Please enjoy, stay positive, keep painting, and stay dusty, my friends.